Hello everyone, hope you're having a great day. My name is Vince. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Secrets of the Trails. Now I'm here in the town of Colchester, a suburb of Burlington, Vermont, at Airport Park, which is one of the staging areas for the upper portion of the Island Line Trail. And actually, if you look at some trail maps, you'll see that the entirety of the Island Line Trail goes all the way down to the southern part of Burlington. But I'm not going to do that today because I really want to check out the Causeway Trail. So come on and join me. Let's check this thing out. It's also called the Colchester Causeway. You can see the trail is now paved. It's about 10 feet wide. A little bit of a hill there. And we're paralleling Colchester Road there. A large portion of this trail is crushed limestone. And it's about 8 to 10 feet wide on average here. It looks like there are some areas that narrow up just a little bit. And of course, the caution, varying surface conditions. Well, I would assume so because we're going over a causeway on a large body of water. And we got a little bit of an uphill until we get to an intersection. A little bit wider tread width here. It's about 12 feet. A few bumps here in the road, or bumps in the trail, I guess, to be specific about it. And here we go. I got a second drone that has a follow me feature. So the wind is pretty strong here. I don't know if I want to use it. So along this portion, about 10 feet in width, you got some little jug handles there. People can pull off to the side that you just saw there. But notwithstanding the wind, this is like really, really cool. You can see the causeway bends all the way around there, and about halfway we're going to encounter a break in the causeway, and there's a small ferry that will ferry you from one side of the causeway break to the other. I'm going to stop here for a second just to kind of take a look out. Wow. Very, very cool. So I tell you what, we're gonna go all the way up to the edge of the causeway here, and then we'll come back and catch the ferry. So this is the southern portion of the causeway break here. And it can get very busy at times because people like to just sit here and hang out on the rocks, which is pretty cool. Now we're on the Island Line Ferry. You can see behind me, we're actually on the water. This is actually a donation-only ferry service. It's not paid. You don't have to pay to go on, but obviously you do want to donate because they actually do a great service for the hikers and the bikers here along this trail. And probably in the dark because they are requiring that everybody keep seated at all times when you're on the ferry. So whenever you come on the ferry, just listen to everything that they tell you and please donate. I'm planning on donating on the round trip and they're probably gonna love it. So this is the northern side of the causeway break, and they actually have a nice little landing here that you can look out on the southern portion of Vermont and the rest of Lake Champlain there. But interestingly enough, I didn't think I was going to see some interpretive signage. You know how I love interpretive signage if you've seen any of the other videos on this channel. All right, so we're going past the north dock of the ferry, as it would be. And we got a little bit more till we get to the end of the causeway and up to Hero Island. So as you can see, coming up to the mainland part of Hero Island here, this is where the causeway ends and comes on to the island itself. You can see there's a nice parking area here. I would say maybe about 7 to 8 vehicles, a handicapped access space. Here's a couple of porta potties here. Turning around, you can see a nice little kiosk there with a lot of signage on it and another interpretive sign. So the trail continues on for a little bit past this parking area. A couple of homes here as well. So obviously this is an access way for their houses. And we're going to come up to the intersection. This is the most northerly extent of the Island Line Trail right here at Martin Road. Bikes can go that way to explore Hero Island because there are a lot of paved roads on Hero Island, as you can see. So pretty interesting exploring. So now we've made it to Martin Road at the top end of the Island Line Trail. I hope you enjoyed this brief look at the Island Line Trail, or at least the Colchester Causeway portion of the Island Line Trail. It's a nice 5.5 mile ride, mostly flat with a few hills, but a fantastic view of Lake Champlain from the causeway all the way up to where we are here. So for now, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you next time for another episode of Secrets of the Trails on Vacation. Have a great ride.